Cavalla International University is an American accelerated university registered in Louisiana with offices in Minnesota. The school has roots across the world with students and representatives working and learning in many different countries. CIU has existed since the early 1990s, initially operating as an independent research university. The primary focus of the university has always been to provide quality research education to all its students. In accomplishing that mission, the university has been relentless and innovative. Currently, CIU provides virtual, professor-led classes for students all over the world, providing a form of traditional education without walls.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today's commencement festivities represents the culmination of dreams, hard work, courage, and persistence. We're pleased that you all have come to share this special occasion with us. My name is Razel Padilla, and I will be hosting the event today. And it is with great pleasure to welcome you to the third virtual commencement exercises of the Cavalla International University. Leading the processional with an earnest welcome address for our candidates, let us welcome a dear member of our Board of Trustees, Ms. Patricia Bonshu Dixon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. President Williams, honored guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents and family. But most importantly, I want to welcome our outstanding graduates of Cavalla International University, class of 2025. I am Patricia Bonshu Dixon. It's my honor to welcome everyone to the third virtual Cavalla International University graduation ceremony. First and foremost, let us thank God, for without whom each of our journeys would have had very different outcomes. I also want to acknowledge and thank the esteemed guests, faculty, and staff who have guided and supported each of our graduates on their educational journey. The dedication and support for each graduate was and is instrumental in shaping their success and their futures. To families, parents, friends of each graduate, today is a celebration of the sacrifices and the efforts each of you made to support your graduate on this journey. Without you, their success would seem empty. Thank you for being their towers of strength. The goal of Cavalla International University is to provide excellent, flexible, and affordable education to anyone in any part of the world. To develop education that gives people the ability to be outstanding and make contributions to our global community that will make a difference. The university has 6 colleges, a graduate school that includes the Barclay College of Law. CIU has accelerated semesters to support students getting through their programs to graduation. This journey starts the first time a student hears CIU's name, Cavalla. It comes from a place of strength during challenges. It's named after 2 World War II U.S. submarines that were known for their fierce performance in complicated situations. The U.S. Cavallas, in turn, is named after the Cavalla fish, known in many parts of the world as the king mackerel. The Cavalla fish is found in the mouth of the Cavalla River in Liberia. They are a strong saltwater fish that give fishermen a fierce fight when they're caught. But for me, personally, the name Cavalla calls to mind the Cavalla River, which is a beautiful scenic river and marks the border between the Ivory Coast and Liberia. While living in Liberia as a Peace Corps volunteer, I crossed that river many times in a carved-out wooden canoe made by hand from a tree. There was a village along the river that was home to a strong people who overcame many, many challenges. Like the submarine, the fish, and the people who live along the Cavalla River, CIU helps students grow and become members of our global community. Graduates, today marks an end to one part of that journey and the start of a new unknown adventure. Each of you has faced challenges and worked tirelessly to reach this moment, graduation. Take time right now, look around at each other in this virtual world, and recognize the resilience it took to bring each of you to this day. Stand with pride today, honoring the strength of the name Cavalla and all that each of you has achieved. During your studies at the Cavalla International University, you gained not only knowledge, but formed some lifelong relationships, developed critical thinking skills, and even discovered lifelong passions. CIU has prepared you to face the future with confidence and courage, along with the comfort of knowing you have what it takes to succeed. The next road you travel may have unknown challenges, and you are ready and prepared to meet each one successfully because of the educational opportunity you have here at CIU. So once again, I welcome everyone to the 2025 graduation ceremony of Cavalla International University. Let us honor and celebrate each graduate as we move through the program today, and each of us wishing them a strong congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you for that lovely message, Ms. Bunshe Dixon. Up next, a special message from our esteemed President, Chancellor, and Chair of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams.
To our Board of Trustees, students, faculty, presidents, administrators of the university, and our guests here. We are very happy to have you here today. Very pleased to be here to support our students, and for the mere fact that over the years you have always supported CIU. Today is a very wonderful day for our students. They have come a long way, and now today they are graduating. It's been challenging. Sometimes it's been really hard to find a way across. But thinking about the challenges they went through to come to this point, make me reflect on my childhood. Growing up in Liberia as a young kid, very young, I was very ill. It was very difficult to go to school. I couldn't even go to school until age 10, just about age 10. Each time I went to school, I would get sick. I would get extremely sick. So I couldn't continue to go to school. The idea was that probably I would never go to school because by 10, it was already late. My colleagues were like 4 or 5 classes ahead of me. How would I meet up with my father? Well, my wonderful mom, came up with some ideas. The idea was that at home, When my brothers were studying, I would also study along with them. I'll be a tutor. So I couldn't go to school. Each time I went to school, I was at the hospital. So I'll be at the hospital. So anyway, my tutoring, years went by, I picked up a few things. And what happened? I really never gave up as a child. I found myself going back to school around 10, but how will I make up for the extra 4 classes, 5 classes that I have lost? Well, the tutorial years paid off. And what happened is I began to take double promotion. So in about four years or so, I have myself in 5 different classes. And by means of that, I was able to finish on time. By the age of about 17, I was able to graduate from high school. So that was hard work. It was not giving up because you got shut, you got challenges, you got difficulties. It doesn't mean you should give up. You have to keep pushing yourself. That's life. And that is what you have done doing your challenges alone, that when you've been with us for 2 years, 3 years, some of you, 1 year, you kept going, even though sometimes you couldn't really find your way through. But you know what? It's not that hard to be smart. Just study, and we'll talk to you. And you did that. You met those challenges, you succeeded, just like I was able to overcome a hurdle of not being able to go to school up to about 9, 10 years. And then, of course, I went to graduate school and, learned different degrees. But when you reflect about how I did not start school early, how I was doing homeschooling or tutorial lesson, you can see how the idea of CIU came about, right? I did believe that you can learn on your own. You can learn from home without necessarily being in traditional classroom. That was my foundation. So generally, the idea of CIU, along my friends came down from my mom, believing that I could have from tutorial, not being able to go to regular school, I could still succeed. So you can succeed at anything once you put your mind to it. And that is what I want to say. Congratulations for your hard work for being here today. Now let me turn to what we have done. Over the year, in retrospect, we have had Dr. Johnson, along with approval of the board and others, we have established a resource center that is completely online, where our students can go and find all of the information they need to make their learning easier. We also had the opportunity to establish a campus in Liberia. And secondly, we have 2 campuses we're trying to start. It's been a lot of hard work, but that's the start. The goal is to have additional physical campuses. It doesn't come easily, but all of our administrators give thanks to Dr. Johnson, give thanks to Mr. Camo, and of course, Dr. Beatrice. We also have had the PEST program. The PEST program, we call it Policy Economic Technology Society. It is designed to enable students to develop businesses in the agribusiness program. And the goal is to help the students develop a 6 to 10 weeks program, 6 months to 12 months program. And after that, they train into different agribusiness programs. And after graduation, they can set up their own entrepreneurship, develop businesses that in turn will supply chain of businesses, whether it's restaurant or different food supply businesses that in turn, they will also supply others and develop different network of businesses. Dr. Beatrice has been a pioneer of that. We give her credit for that. And all of our people that have worked hard, our IT person developed a brand new website for us that is very interactive. So along with them and our VP and everybody that have contributed to the success of the university this year, we say thank you. It's been really gracious to our students, all of our students working hard. When you think about Dr. Johnson working hard in the graduate school, becomes a partner after graduating, and Dr. Kempson, who will be getting his doctorate degree today, Professor Kempson, who's worked hard to make sure that the law school is ready up to stand up. Dr. Ikiji is also doing work. So along with the collaborative work that everybody's been doing at the university, we say thank you for all. Dr. Siri Matini is also there working hard for us, promoting our university in different avenues. We're very grateful to everybody who's worked hard to help us achieve the goal we have achieved this past year. To your graduates, I want to wish you congratulations. I want to wish you the best. We train you to develop innovative strategy in learning, research, practical mixed together, and theory. We wanted you to have hand-on experience, and we give you the truth. The goal is to enable you to learn, to develop answers to problems. The goal was never to teach you everything. We can never teach you everything, but we provided the tool for you. We give you the idea how to search for the answer that you needed for problems. Please mute yourself. When you face challenges, you'll be able to find the answers to that. And what we want you to do is not to build you up to make you a doctoral student, a law graduate, only to develop an aloof personality. We want you to turn back and always look back at the community, serve the community, help other ones that need to be uplifted, like myself, not having difficulties, challenges without growing up. Others give me a helping hand. My friends, including Patricia here and Eric, my friend, all of them were there to also be a good friend of mine and role model at the time when we all needed it. We need those in our life, and we need all of you as you progress going forward to be a role model to others, not to be avalistic, fighting against each other, deciding who's condescending or who's better than the other person. Rather is to always contribute to others and look back and say, I can give you a helping hand. I'm not turning my back on you. You aren't a bad person. We're all part of the same society, the same country. In Cavalla Nation, the goal has always been to bring people together. It doesn't matter where they come from. Today, we have students from Saint Lucia. We have a student from Saudi Arabia. We have people from Ghana. We have people from Liberia. We have people from America, from different students. We have a smaller population, but it's diverse. It has diverse background. And all of them come together to achieve the same goal, the goal of success, to make sure that they are not even only going to empower themselves, but they're going to empower their family, their local community. We really do not want to abandon our community. We want to always be there for them. We want to send out a helping hand. We just don't want to get successful and then move on and never look back. We need to always look back. And at CIU, that is what we train our students to do. So again, congratulations, and we wish you the best. Keep on doing the best you can do as you move forward, and the success will always be there. And I have to tell you also, look back, give us a hello sometimes at the school, tell us hello, give us a feedback, and let us know how you're doing. We'd like to follow up to see how you're doing. So once in a while, tell us how you're doing. Dr. Williams, Dr. Beagle, Dr. McKinney, Dr. Johnson, give us a hello and let us know how you're doing, so that we can pass that information on to other students. We thank you very much, and we'd like you to always know, nobody should ever be condescending to you. Nobody should ever limit you because of you did not go to Harvard. You have the potential, you have been trained well, and the sky is the limit. Just do not overlook other people. Just keep trying to uplift your community, everybody. Thank you very much. All of you, my board of directors, and everybody here, making sure that we say thank you. Our graduates, we say thank you very much.
Thank you for the encouraging message, Dr. Williams. We would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone to please have your mic muted to help minimize the background noise for the current and following speakers. Thank you for the cooperation. Now we call on a respected representative and member of our esteemed Board of Trustees, Dr. Thomas Carden, for a message. For now, we will proceed to our next speaker, another message from a representative of the administration, faculty, and staff, our distinguished Vice Chancellor and Dean of our Barclay College of Law, Dr. Ciro Martinez.
Hello and welcome to all. I am Dr. Ciro Martinez II, Dean of the Barclay College of Law and Vice Chancellor. Today I announce the graduating students of 2025. I wish to welcome the graduating students to this great day, a day of celebration. Celebrate your hard work and commitment to a better future. It is with great pleasure and honor that today I'm here to celebrate with you. We all wish to congratulate you, our administration, our faculty, our members, and professors. We also want to congratulate those who have supported you through this journey. Your efforts and dedications have paid off. You are now ready to move forward with a powerful tool, the knowledge and recognition of the information you have learned. Use this powerful tool to improve your lives and the lives of others. Incorporate it into your every endeavor and facet of life. You are now an example to all those who interact with you. Leave a strong and positive impact. All of you here at Cavalla International University would like to remain engaged with you. Please do keep in touch with us. Or feel free to ask for any advice. We're here to support you. Our journey together is for a lifetime. We would like to hear about your accomplishments. Share it with us. We would like to publish all of our notable alumni. I know there's great things in your future. Please be sure to register with the CIU Alumni Association. You have worked hard and have made us proud. We, the staff and faculty, wish again to congratulate the class of 2025. Remember, you're not only our students, but our family. And may God continue to bless you. Congratulations.
Thank you for that heartwarming message, Dr. Martinez. Now we will move on for the cordial introduction of our student speakers to be presented by our Dean of Graduate Studies. We call on Dr. Valencia Johnson.
Good morning, graduates. Congratulations to the 2025 graduates. And I want to take this time to introduce our speakers. So our first speaker, and please be respectful and mute your line as well. So our first speaker is Professor Christopher Kempson, from the graduating law student from the Berkeley College of Law.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Good morning, President and Chancellor Williams, board members, fellow administrators, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, parents, fellow graduates, and everyone who has supported and helped us on this journey. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as both the Vice Dean of Berkeley College of Law and a proud member of our graduating class. Today's ceremony is not just a celebration of individual achievement, but a testament to our collective dedication to justice and the betterment of society as a whole. Our time here has been a rigorous voyage, filled with late-night studying, insightful debates, moments of reflection that have shaped us into legal professionals ready to face the world. As I reflect on these moments, I'm reminded of the wise words of Justice Antonin Scalia, who once said, "The Constitution is not a living document that evolves with the times. It is a fixed point that we must interpret as it was understood at the time it was written." Those words highlight the importance of steadfast judicial principles and the need for us to interpret the law with integrity and clarity, values we must carry forward as future leaders of the legal profession. Throughout our studies, we learn the law is not static. It is a dynamic force that we must adapt to societal needs without losing sight of its foundational principles. We have been so equipped here at Berkeley College of Law to think critically, to question assumptions, and to advocate with passion and conviction. Fellow graduates, we step into the future. Let us remember that the law is a powerful instrument for justice and societal progress. Our duty now is to use our legal knowledge ethically and effectively to promote fairness and equality, whether in courtrooms, legislative chambers, or our communities. We have the responsibility to advocate for those voices who are often heard the least. It reminds me of the immortal words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. Therefore, I challenge each of you today. Let us use our education and our voices to be champions of justice. Stand up against injustice wherever you see it. Advocate for the weak, for those whose rights are under threat, and contribute to building a society where fairness and equality prevails for all. Be tireless in your efforts to reform and improve our legal system, whether through advocacy, scholarship, or service. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to my fellow classmates my faculty members, my administrators, the Board of Trustees. We are entrusted with great responsibility now, and I'm confident that each of us will rise to meet it. The journey ahead may be challenging, but together, with conviction and humility, we can make an impactful challenge. Thank you, and I'm so very proud.
Thank you, Professor Kempson, for that wonderful speech. And now we would like to go back to Dr. Thomas Carton for representative of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Carton?
Greetings and good wishes from Cavalla University Board to new graduates. Dear graduates, on behalf of the entire Cavalla University Board, it was with great pride and heartfelt joy that we extend our warmest congratulations to each of you on your remarkable achievement. Completing your studies is a significant milestone, a testament to your dedication, perseverance, and hard work. As you stand at the threshold of a new chapter in your lives, we encourage you to carry forward the knowledge, values, and experiences you have gained here at Cavalla University. May these serve as a strong foundation for your future endeavors. We wish you Godspeed as you embark on your journey beyond these halls. May success, fulfillment, happiness accompany you in all of your pursuits. Remember, the world awaits your talents and contributions, and we are confident that you will make a positive impact wherever your path leads. Congratulations once again, and may your future be bright and prosperous. With warm regards, the Cavalla Board.
Thank you, Dr. Carton, for that wonderful message. Next, we will have the graduates for the speech for graduate studies, Mrs. Euthelia Fieldings.
Distinguished President Dr. Horatius Williams and Vice President Dr. Valencia Johnson, Dr. Ikechi Agbugba, esteemed faculty, honored guests, proud families and friends, fellow graduates. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this momentous occasion. It is with immense gratitude, pride, and humility that I stand before you today, not just as a graduate, but as a representative of the journey we all experienced at Cavalla to achieve this milestone. This journey began when someone gave me a contact for Dr. Ikechi, whom I didn't know at the time. However, after our conversation, I found myself enrolled in a PhD program at Cavalla International University. I was part of a class of 6, which I would like to name: Augustine, Ken, Muna, Oka, and Yolwatasin, and myself. Though we were strangers, it felt like we were meant to be a family. As we embarked on this uncertain journey, we found comfort in supporting one another, communicating out of class, sharing challenges, and lifting each other up. Our agribusiness class was the first of its kind at Cavalla. And if you've been part of something new, you know how that can be. We struggled, we stumbled, but we got up and kept going. As with any journey, some couldn't keep up and drop off along the way. We hope they will be returned and finish what they started. Others worked at different speeds, and some finished before the rest. Among our group of 6, 4 of us have reached our destination. We're rooting for the other 2 to do the same. The camaraderie we built produced so many seeds and fruits. The support was incredible. At times, I was just told my video was not on, I'm continuing. Okay. The support was incredible. At times, I felt like an unofficial member of the faculty because I was so driven to see everyone graduate. I reached out to my peers, encouraging them to support each other. That spirit of care and collaboration speaks volume about the culture of Cavalla. Our professors were each unique, and sometimes that presented challenges, but the faculty maintained an open-door policy that allowed us to work through difficulties. And yes, there were hurdles, time zone differences, teaching styles, finances, and more. Still, we pressed on, and here we are today. I must acknowledge the faculty members who guided us. Dr. Ikechi, the first person I met, who introduced me to Cavalla and taught many of our agri-related courses. Thank you. Dr. Horatius Williams, the university president, who joined our sessions even late at night from across the globe and wasn't afraid to give us a little scolding when needed. Dr. Kanda, who brought structure to our learning. Dr. Ibiteri, who opened our eyes to the world of statistics. And Dr. Johnson, who joined us in the final stretch, full of energy and determined to push us across the finish line. Her pace was like Usain Bolt. And though we weren't trained for that speed, she kept returning to meet us where we were until we completed the course. Now that this chapter as PhD student in agribusiness has ended, a new one begins. Agribusiness is not merely about crops and commerce. It's about feeding nations, sustaining economies, empowering communities, and innovation for a future that honors both people and the planet. I urge my colleagues to return to their communities and invest their skills, knowledge, and time to strengthen the agricultural sector. Let's not be afraid to revisit the past to build the future. We are proud ambassadors of Cavalla International University. This institution has shaped us for the future and opened doors to discovery in the world of innovative and sustainable high-tech agriculture. We now live in a world challenged by climate change, food insecurity, and market volatility. But here at Cavalla, we've been trained to see these challenges as opportunities, whether as researchers, entrepreneurs, or policymakers. Let us not be content with titles alone. Let us apply our skills to uplift our communities and nations. Special thanks go to those behind the scenes, like Miss Ramos and others we haven't met, who kept Cavalla running, and to our families, parents, spouses, children, siblings, cousins, and more. Thank you for your patience and understanding when we had no time to give you. To our friends who supported us by babysitting, reviewing, formatting, and praying, thank you. This achievement would not be possible without you. To my fellow graduates across all disciplines, your path may differ from mine, but your responsibility is just as vital, whether you studied health, education, technology, business, or the arts. Your expertise is needed. Let us go out as ethical leaders who act, not just talk. Let us be the generation of builders, resilient and purpose-driven. As I leave you, I encourage everyone to make food security and sovereignty their business. No matter your discipline, do it with passion, wisdom, and compassion. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you so much for that powerful message, Dr. Euthelia Philgence. And next, we will have a speech for undergraduate studies. We're going to have Mr. S. Mina Kamo.
Let me use this time to say thank you to the Board of Trustees of the Cavalla International University for all of its hard work in making quality education accessible to all. We are most grateful for all of our students and those of us in Liberia for having an extension of the Cavalla International University program coming to Liberia for the first time as an in-person project. Let me also use this time to say a big congratulations to the class of 2025. History has been made again, the third virtual graduation. Cavalla International University is great indeed. Cavalla International University can boast of some of the best instructors you can ever find around the world. They are patient, they are qualified, they are prepared to reach your heart and mind to make sure that what they intend you to have as knowledge, you will have it and you will be prepared and trained to carry on and help other people acquire such knowledge. Learning at the Cavalla International University makes you a better person. You have quality knowledge in the shortest time. You have a degree that you can work on and live by, and you are going to be some of the trusted kind of people the world and the businesses and the workplaces can dream of. We want to continue to see it growing. We want to invite all of our friends, those of you that have been in doubts, those of you that follow social media, and sometimes you get confused with what people say in thinking that we are politicking with learning. No. When Cavalla say it is here, when Cavalla International University say it is ready, trust and be aware that we are ready to to make the difference in the learning landscape. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2025 and all of those that made the day a success. Thank you.
Now we welcome again our acting provost, vice president for academic affairs, executive assistant to the president, and dean of our graduate studies, Dr. Valencia Johnson, for the recognition of faculty and staff.
Thank you, Razel, for that message. Thank you so much. I want to give thanks and honor to God for our faculty, for our staff who has been working very hard to ensure that our students achieve success at Cavalla International University. Our faculty has been phenomenal. They have also sacrificed not only inside the university, but also outside the university. We also have to treasure the words of the great Maya Angelou as we continue to rise. We have to continue to rise. And that's what our faculty does. They rise to the occasion. What our motto is, believe it and achieve it, that's what our faculty and staff do. We believe it and we achieve it to make sure that every student receive quality education at Cavalla International University. So I want to give a special thanks to all of our hardworking faculty and staff, also the administration, along with the board of trustees and people who have supported Cavalla International University. Without them, there will be no university. Without the students, there will be no university. So we have to take this time to give thanks to our faculty and staff. There's not enough words that I can say to give you the honor and praise that you want. But all I can say from the bottom of my heart is to thank you for all of your hard work, for all of the dedication, and for all of the sacrifice that you have made to make sure that our students believe it, achieve it, and receive the quality education to reach this day of graduation day. And I thank you so much for all of your hard work and dedication to CIU as we continue to move forward in our journey to ensure that all students receive the quality education. Thank you.
Thank you for that heartfelt message, Dr. Johnson. We call on again our Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Valencia Johnson, to introduce our honorable commencement speaker.
Thank you, Razel. And this is an esteemed honor to honor a great woman, a great phenomenal leader in the judicial system, along with a phenomenal spanning 40 years of legal experience in the court system and in the legal community. The Honorable Wanda Keyes Heard. Judge Heard has had a legal career spanning 40 years. She served 21 years as an associate judge on the Circuit Court for Baltimore City, where she made history as the first woman to become chief judge of the 8th Judicial Circuit of Maryland. During her judicial career, she handled many civil and criminal trials, but perhaps the most notable trial was the case of State versus Adnan Syed, which was featured in the international podcast Serial and on HBO miniseries. During her years of service, Chief Judge Heard specialized in seminars for judges and lawyers on Fourth Amendment search and seizure and the pitfalls of civil discovery. Not only with her commitment to bringing the legal profession closer, to the youth of her community. She conducted bi-yearly nursery rhymes-based mock trials for the youth of area public schools to expose them to the courthouse and careers in law. The trial of Goldilocks and the trial of Jack the Beanstalk were among the most popular. Throughout her, Judge Heard has actively mentored young lawyers, interns, law clerks, and volunteered as an instructor and mock trial judge at area law schools. What a phenomenal leader. While a judge and during retirement, she has been actively involved in the community with mentoring Black male teens in the Hood Incorporated, Roots of Scouting Incorporated, the Zeta Phi Beta sorority, been on political campaigns and grassroots community organizations. For almost a decade, she organized lectures and was an active member of the board of the Library Company of Baltimore City Bar. Today, continues to guest lecture and provide training about the court system to law students and Baltimore witnesses, interns who report on criminal court cases. She currently serves as the Board of Trustees of the Maryland Center of History and Culture. Not only she holds a Juris Doctorate from the University of Maryland King Carey School of Law, she also holds a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. She was admitted to practice law in Maryland, the federal trial bar for the United States District Court for Maryland, and the Supreme Court of the United States of America. She has received over numerous awards. She is a trailblazer. She received awards from the NAACP and the National Urban League, the Civil Rights Trailblazer Award, All Nations Baptist Church 22 Women's Day Excellence Awards. She has received so many accolades and awards. The Thurgood Marshall Award for Judicial Excellence and the 2018 Outstanding Alumni for Social Services from University of Baltimore County. Judge Heard is fully retired from practice of law and does not return as a senior judge. Well, she's enabled her to delve into the world of politics, supporting worthy candidates and community action groups. She serves on the Board of Trustees for the Maryland Center of History and Culture and the Hunting Ridge Community Assembly. She is a member of New Psalmist Baptist Church and lives in West Baltimore with her little dog, Blue. Retirement presents time to enjoy her granddaughters and travel. She has been a member of the Zeta Phi Beta sorority incorporated for almost 50 years. I want to welcome our esteemed commencement speaker, the Honorable Judge Wanda Keyes Heard.
I want to say congratulations to all of you and all of your family and friends from around the world. I'm hoping that everyone can hear me okay. I need to say this loud and clear. Congratulations, congratulations.
You're all set. Caitlin will be here shortly.
I am honored and excited.
Go ahead and upload your device in
Each and every graduate must be on cloud 9. You've got to be wound up, feeling exhilarated and relieved and just plain happy. The exams and assignments are done. The papers are written, and all the degree and other requirements for your credits and your awards and your diplomas have been met or, in some cases, exceeded. You're done. But not really. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But you're ready to move forward, that's for sure, and go back to whatever you've been doing or continue more of what you've been doing. For many of you, this is not the finish line. It's only the beginning. And for others, you are now carrying with you additional knowledge to make your journey, to make your battle, to make your challenges easier. But you got to sit through my commencement speech first. So without any further delay, let me tell you a little bit about what I'm going to talk about. And I'm hoping if I give you the syllabus, so to speak, that I'll keep your attention, because as graduation speeches go, you know the drill. You've had at least one for high school, and for many of you, you've had several because you have a master's degree or maybe even another doctorate degree. So you know that in your experience, here we go, this lady is going to talk about your and how the world is your oyster and how everything is open and wide and you'll succeed with hard work and commitment, right? Well, I could do that, but I'm not going to, because you've already been congratulated by your professors. You've already been congratulated by the president. The president of the board of trustees has already talked about how wonderful it is, and other students have even talked about the experiences, maybe with you personally in class. You've talked about the quality education that you've received at CIU. What comes next? Well, you know, graduation might be live streamed right now from all over the world. All sorts of folks are tuning in. Friends and families, other graduates, they're all zooming in. For some of us, this is a new deal. For many of you, zooming is not a big deal. That's how you went about getting your degree. But it wasn't always this way. The connection of people from around the world, all focused, network from places across the country. Oh, perhaps we're in your class in that brick and mortar building. You might get to know someone from a different place, a different country. But what CIU has done is to bring people together that would not likely even know each other. And this is a big deal. Live streaming, Zooming, being able to communicate and network and learn together is a big deal. It provides the opportunity for networking like no other. And I've decided to give you a taste of maybe what it used to be like, for you to appreciate where you are and the journey that I'm going to task you to in the future. You see, I decided, since I like science fiction, that I'm going to build a mini imaginative time machine. So I need to grab onto your imagination right now and think of it this way. You're being thrown into Judge Heard's time machine. And I've decided, in order to keep your attention, as we go back in time, I'm going to tell you, give you just a little look at what it used to be like. Now, what does that have to do with you today? Well, frankly, I was caught a little off guard when Dr. Johnson asked me to come and speak to you today at your graduation. I didn't have any connection to Cavalla International University. At least I didn't think I did. I didn't know anyone that worked or attended the school, but it seems you never know who's watching. My dad used to say that of me when I was a kid growing up. Always do your very best. You never know who's watching. And so it seems that while I was in my courtroom, just doing my very best to see what was going on, what cases I had, and to ensure that justice prevailed in my courtroom, and demanding, oh, by the way, as I always did, the very best of those around me, someone was watching. Now, usually it's the appellate's courts or it's the parties looking for an error for the judge to make so they can appeal it, or judicial disabilities. That's what we call the people that watch the judges to make sure there's no misconduct. But in my case, I was being watched by someone that I didn't know and wouldn't even make themselves known to me for almost 20 years. Now, your generation knows about being watched. Everyone has a camera on their phone and everyone's recording. In fact, this graduation is coming to you via Zoom. So it's there on social media sites. And in fact, I recently discovered that AI has so much information about you that you could actually, Google yourself, or at least ask a question of AI and get your answer right away. Anything that may be publicized or electronically done, online sites, postings, videos, photographs you've ever taken and scanned into a computer or put on your phone will show up. It doesn't go away. Back in the day, in olden times, we only had general information. You had your school records, you had maybe family photos, you had those embarrassing baby book pictures, that your mother might have compiled. You were famous or criminal if you turned up in an article in the newspaper. But other than that, you didn't do anything to really garner any attention. Well, times have changed. And we didn't have those cell phones back then. And when we went to the gas station, we couldn't just tap at the pump and pay for our gas, or go into the food store and go to the register and just tap on a card to pay your bill. I understand nowadays you can even put a chip in your wrist and show up at the store and have your purchases recorded as you walk out, and a bill will be generated and the funds deducted from your bank account. I'm telling you this. These were things that did not exist. Gas was only 36 cents, maybe 50 cents. And if you wanted to make a phone call, all you needed was a pay phone and a $10. Today, and so at years ago, starting out, so Dr. Johnson, it was you. You invited me to speak here today, and you were in my courtroom. You were inspired to be a lawyer. I didn't know who you were, and you didn't make yourself known to me all those years ago. But yet, I am humbled by the fact that you remembered me, and even more impressed by the fact that you've accomplished so much. So here I am, 5 years into my retirement, and you call me and ask me to come and speak to your graduates at Cavalla International University. This is a very special day. So my goal is to try to inspire them, maybe in the same way that I inspired you. But it's for a deeper level of reflection that I'm going to ask the graduates of 2025 to think about what they've learned. You've got a quality education and you'll be able to talk about the degrees that you have. But what does that really mean? So as I'm taking you back in Judge Heard's little time machine, let me tell you where you're going. You're going back in time to the 60s and the 70s. Why? Why then? Well, that's when I was inspired to dream. That's when I was inspired to believe. Let me share a little bit about what it was like. It's like you're saying to yourself, 1960s, 1970s? What does that have to do with 2025 and me today. Indulge me for a moment and keep that imagination of yours with you. You see, I was convinced I could achieve my dream of being a lawyer when I was about 8 or 9 years old, circa 1965. And even though there were no lawyers around that I knew that looked like me, I'm a Black woman, there weren't any. I only knew one. And that was a TV character named Perry Mason on the black and white television owned by my parents. Once a week the show would air, and I was glued to that TV to see Perry demonstrate getting justice for innocent people by getting the guilty person to confess from the witness stand. And the whole time he carried around this giant law book called the Corpus Juris Secundum. Like many of you, I also have the support of my family at the time. But remember, you're in my time machine. Martin Luther King was alive, and he was a tremendous inspiration at the time. He spoke of dreams for all God's children. He promoted the idea that one day we would all be living and working together in peace. Lyndon Johnson was the president. President John F. Kennedy had already been assassinated in 1963. Remember, I'm talking about 50 years ago. And if you know American history, you know that this country was built by dreamers, indigenous people, enslaved people, immigrants, and indentured servants. It was built by people who believed in a better and brighter future for themselves and for their families. Around the world, the United States of America was viewed as the place to be, a place for opportunity for all. America was known for the promise of freedoms, of opportunity, and the premise that with hard work and in education, anyone could achieve their dreams. And so it was that symbol of democracy and opportunity and freedom that caused France to send us the Lady Liberty. Now, I'm a New Yorker, and I remember seeing it standing in the middle of New York Harbor on Ellis Island with its beacon of light and symbol of freedom. And yes, our ability and willingness to embrace all of humanity who came to this country, whether it was by force, enslaved, fleeing obstacles, oppression, or their own initiative, seeking every opportunity. My parents believed these American principles and taught me the importance of knowing that even though I did not know or had never met a Black woman who was a lawyer, that I could achieve my dreams with hard work. It was a sacrifice for them. It was a sacrifice for me. The terms freedom, rights, and faith were sacred. Now, many died to put those freedoms in place. Many a war has been fought to preserve our freedoms and way of life. Remember, these freedoms that we hold dear did not come easy. In our brief 400-year history, America has had many battles, wars, and strife. Remember the Boston Tea Party. Colonists fought against attacks by the king. Remember the civil rights marches of the 60s, the suffrage marches where women demanded the right to vote. There were even anti-war marches of the 60s too. And recently, Black Lives Matter and No Kings demonstrations. We've seen them. All you got to do is turn on the television. They're there. Americans have always guarded their First Amendment rights to speech. These sacred rights set us apart from dictatorships. And it is our strength and our Americans who guard these rights and these freedoms. That's, after all, what America and being an American is all about. Now, in my time machine, how similar today are the political environment and society of the 60s and 70s when I grew up? As you see, historically, all of these are true. But when I was a young person, the struggle was real. It was left to the young people to stand up and assert their rights. And in the 60s and 70s, I, as a young person, saw the struggle. It was real, and I was part of it. So let me tell you a few things of the way things look like. Because remember, you're the class of 2025, but I'm speaking to you from the class of 1975, 50 years ago. You are the 25, but 50 years ago, when I graduated high school, there were many things that look just like today. So let me represent to you some of those things. And you tell me, while you're in my time machine, whether it looks like today. You know, when you think about what I just said, and as I described 50 years ago, it is my hope that it will inspire you to dream. Because if you believe, and what I say ignites you, CIU has given you the tools to be successful and to achieve more. They have given you the tools to dream. They have given you the tools to believe. And they have given you the tools to show you that you can achieve. Now, technically, I'm a baby boomer. Since I graduated high school a half a century ago, 50 years, class of 1975, I'm a baby boomer. I don't know if there are too many of you grads out there that are baby boomers, but I bet you there's a bunch of millennials, Gen Zs, and Gen Xs. So I'm going to try to relate to you by telling you what it was like. I already talked to you about Martin Luther King. That was 50 years. And he said, the arch of the is long but justice. The similarity going on in the country, what was being asked and demanded of young people back then, is very similar. You see, in the 70s, this country was at war. There were protests of that war. Students were in colleges and universities, on campuses. There was police and National Guard units, and they were there to quell the disputes. For my generation, it was the Vietnam War and the forced draft. Specifically, the young people felt that the war itself was unjust and that the draft was unfair. So in the 70s, we had a Republican president by the name of Richard Nixon, and Richard Nixon ultimately resigned after it was shown that members of his staff were engaged in a burglary and snooping at the offices of the Democratic Party at the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C. The break-in took over after hours, and the order was connected, and the intel gathered and traced ultimately to President Nixon. The Watergate hearings filled three TV stations and created a hoopla, resulting in that resignation. There was so much distrust and distress and disillusionment among citizens in this country. There were young people protesting at the Democratic convention. There were young people protesting at the Republican convention. There were protests, marches, sit-ins, and arrests on a variety of subjects on university college campuses all across the country. Does any of this sound familiar? There were students protesting the financial involvement and investment of universities and colleges and businesses in the government of South Africa. At that time, apartheid was alive and well there. I'm trying to tell you that we're talking about a time when Nelson Mandela was incarcerated, but only in the 11th year of what would be a 27-year term of incarceration. Yes, This was 1975. I graduated. Affirmative action initiatives had just begun to impact diversity in the workplace, and institutions of higher learning dramatically increasing Remember, it wasn't until 1975 that a woman could even get a credit card without her father or a husband or a brother or any other male to co-sign for her. Yeah, they couldn't even get a credit card. Case law and laws have changed much of this. Title IX, which was a law passed requiring universities and colleges to provide equality and equity in scholarships for men and women in athletics and other educational programs, thereby opening the door to higher education for women who attended colleges and athletic endeavors. And yes, women's rights were being attacked as the courts expanded them. The Supreme Court of the United States provided in Roe versus Wade the right to productive freedom and rights for all women. This was the 70s. Does any of this sound familiar? Do any of these issues seem alive and well today? In fact, when I turn on CNN or NBC or Fox News, what do I find? The marches, the protests, and many of the signs that are being waved about could have been written back in the 60s and the 70s. And who is out there? Students and college universities across the campus and other folks who've joined them, Americans and other countries who are disputing and marching and protesting. Martin Luther King said, "Where I read of freedom to assemble, where we read of the freedom of speech, somewhere I read of these free rights, and I read them that the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights." So there you have it. I, in 1975, dreamed that dream, that one day I would be a lawyer, never expecting that I would be a judge, let alone a chief judge. I dreamed of a time when I would be considered qualified for the position that I held based on my intellect, my skill, my commitment, and my credentials. I believed the message that my father had provided, that I could do anything, that I could be anything with hard work and an education. And here I am today delivering the message of what the world looks like or looked like in 1975, when in so many ways it looks like that today, with one exception. This dreamer was able to accomplish her goal. We moved forward. We battled steady. We had other dreamers like yourselves who marched side by side, proving that it was possible to dream if you believed in that dream. It may have started 50 years ago for me, but I did accomplish those dreams. And schools, communities, professions are more diverse today. They include people of color like me. They include people of different religions and different genders. You have accepted the position, and you are in the place to do so much more than you ever were. However, I expect that the world will need you to help it move forward. It's going to need you. And the skills that you have developed, that you have fine-tuned at CUI, you need to keep moving forward. It's not just about DEI or affirmative action. It's about competency. It's about ability. It's about drive. It's about heart. It's about values. And those are the things that brought you to Cavalla International University. You were on a mission. You accomplished that mission today. You've gotten that next degree. Now, what are you going to do with it? What is going to make you different today and tomorrow and next year because you have attained that degree and that knowledge? You can't stop, and you certainly can't go backwards. You've got to move us forward. I don't want to go back. I was bused in 1965 across town to an all-white elementary school to integrate that school, to secure me a quality education. It was traumatic. It was an awful experience, but I grew from it. I learned from it. I was forged into a person who accepted that there may be difficult times, that I may have a difficult road, but I don't want my granddaughters to go backwards. I want them to move forward. So I need you to work hard. Look at me. I became a lawyer. I became the chief judge of the 8th Judicial Circuit of Maryland, the first woman in the history of the court. The days of judging people by the color of their skin or gender are over. They're over. That needs to stop. I was blocked from law school at the University of Maryland, but there were laws that had changed. Years prior, a Black woman couldn't go to the University of Maryland School of Law. Now, the majority of women there, the majority of students there are women. This is not an experience that I want for my granddaughters. I want the doors to be open. And it's your generation, you millennials, you Gen Xers, you Gen Zs, that can move us into the next age. So I ask you, can you dream a future when we are at peace? Where healthcare is a given human right around the world? Where there are littlest humans, children are safe, protected, fed, clothed, and educated? Where jobs are available for all who want them, and those have skills and talents, those are nurtured. Where there is camaraderie between people of different cultures, religions, and gender differences are not only respected, but diversity is encouraged. Where we are at peace throughout the world. We all can work on global warming together. We all can save the planet. Yes, the dream can be a reality if you believe and you work. Yes, you. So as I'd like to say, don't think this is a utopia that Judge Heard is talking about. No, that this is something that is hard to do. Yes, it is. But you've received all of the knowledge necessary for this to happen. You know, when I was in undergrad, I had a college professor tell me that when I wanted to go to law school, he wouldn't bother to be my advisor. He said it was a waste of his time. He said I'd never get into law school. And if I got into law school, I wouldn't graduate. And if by chance I managed to graduate, I never passed the bar. Well, not only did I graduate the University of Maryland King Carey Law School and pass the bar in Maryland, but at one point I entered a courtroom representing the United States of America as an assistant United States attorney. And one of the first invitations that I sent out to my swearing in to the judiciary was to that same college professor, inviting him to attend as I took the oath to be a judge. Have any of you heard anything like this? Have any of you reached obstacles or met people who tried to stop you in obtaining your dreams? Your dreams are real, just like my dreams were real. You may face adversity. You may face racial or sexual discrimination, and the obstacles may be very huge. They existed for me 50 years ago, and I dare say some of them continue today. But believe, keep those dreams before you, and work hard to achieve them. Now, when I look back, I realize I opened doors for many by just pursuing my own dreams, and you will too. I built bridges, and you will too. You will have people watching you, just like I did. She's now the dean of your graduate school. 50 years ago. Well, 50 years from now, I'll be gone. Perhaps you will be asking to be asked to speak to the class of 2075. Perhaps you'll remember the day that Judge Heard came in and charged you at your graduation, speaking from the class of 1975 to you in the class of 2025, to believe, to dream, to achieve. After all, there's a lot of strides I'm talking about, and there are a lot of things for you to do. You got 50 years. I want you to cherish what we've accomplished so far and protect those things that we've done. All of the things that have gained in the 50 years can easily be lost if you fail your mission. Dream the world, as I talked about. Believe it can happen and achieve it. You have the skills to make it happen in your community, in your country, in your city, on your workplace. And it's waiting for you. Now, if my time machine worked today, I've been able to and it looks like 50 years from now, I may be gone. But if the world is the way it is with technology, I bet you they have a time machine. And here's what I'd like you to do. Get in that time machine in 2075. Wind it back to 2025. Drop in and let me know how we did. Won't you? Let me know how you made out. Tell me about those dreams and tell me how you achieved them. I'd love to know. Again, congratulations to the graduates of Cavalla International University. Congratulations. God bless you all and be safe.
For the dreamers and believers, thank you for that very empowering and encouraging speech, Honorable Judge Wanda Keyes Heard. We here at the CIU family are deeply honored. We greatly appreciate your presence and time given to us.
Thank you for having me.
Before we continue to the presentation of our candidates with honorary degrees, we take this time to give our heartfelt congratulations, acknowledgement, and thanks to all our dedicated leaders and dear graduates of the Cavalla International University campus in Liberia, who are currently live and tied in with us. Headed by Dr. Bokai Robertson, one of our CIU board members and acting chancellor of our CIU Liberia campus. We are grateful for having you all here, sharing this momentous event with us. Your achievements and hard work shine bright. We now move on to the presentation of the following distinguished honorary degree recipients. Honorable Cory McCray, Maryland State Senator. Senator Cory McCray will be awarded the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, from Cavalla International University, Barclay College of Law. This degree is awarded to you based on your outstanding work and the 7+ years as Maryland State Senator for the 45th Legislative District of Baltimore City. In addition to your contributions to your fellow colleagues and your commitment to public service, you have served as a distinguished senator to improve and make a profound impact on the lives of many. The university is honored to give you this award for your service and dedication to the city of Baltimore and the state of Maryland, which upholds the university's values and mission. Dr. Beatrice Bischof. Dr. Beatrice Bischof will be awarded the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa from Cavalla International University, Barclay College of Law. This degree is awarded to you based on your many years of outstanding work, contributions to the improvement of society, specifically for developing the PETS, a foreign policy ecosystem approach designed to enhance economic development, which you created to give answers to the burning questions about the future of work and the future of education, and for your commitment to public service. You have been an excellent motivator to many. You improved and impacted the life of many in a positive way. The university is truly happy to give you this award for your service and dedication. You uphold the university's values and mission. Dr. Teame H. Embaye. Dr. Teame Embaye will receive the degree of Doctor of Humanities, Literarum Humanarum Doctor, honoris causa from Cavalla International University, Graduate School Department of Education and Human Development. This degree is awarded to you based on your many years of outstanding work, contribution to your fellow Ethiopians, and your many years of experience in providing service and voluntary related activities when it comes to hearing aid to the deaf in Ethiopia. In 2009, you established the Hearing for Ethiopia Embaye Foundation in honor of your late father, Mr. Embaye Hadri. You have worked tirelessly and traveled extensively to honor your father's memories with complete devotion to the cause of hearing aid. You, along with other partner organizations, have provided hearing aid to over 10,000 people in many cities and villages in Ethiopia. Your work has been recognized by the Ministry of Health in Ethiopia and by the Starkey Hearing Foundation, the Jimma University, and by many ordinary people who benefited from your foundation. Others who know the depth of your hard work have recommended you for this award. Mr. Otis Gardiner. Mr. Gardiner will be awarded the degree of Doctor of Humanities, Literarum Humanarum Doctor, honoris causa from Cavalla International University, School of Graduate Studies Department of Education and Human Development. This degree is awarded to you based on your many years of outstanding work, contribution to your fellow Liberians, which you commenced through Our Lady of Fatima Rehabilitation Center as an administrator during the Liberian Civil War in 1990 to 1995. For example, in your capacity as an administrator, you provided services for children who were physically disabled when it was very hard for them to receive any kind of medical treatment during the 90s. You sought out rehabilitation services for those physically disabled children who were severely impacted by poliomyelitis, the polio infection, and other severe health issues. You also traveled extensively from Maryland, Liberia to Ghana to search and find good and affordable medical facilities, negotiated for the best possible medical services for them, and you worked hard to get relief supplies, medical and nutritional supplies for them. Your public service brought comfort to many of those children. Now, we call on once again our Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Valencia Johnson, to present the honorary degree candidates.
Thank you, Rozelle. So, last but not least, I want to present to you the Honorable Wanda Keyes Heard for our commencement speaker, our phenomenal commencement speaker with the honorary degree in law. I would like to present to you the Honorable Wanda Keyes Heard for the honorary doctorate of law. She has been phenomenal with her 40 years of legal services and her legal career. She not only been a phenomenal speaker today, but we want to honor you for your commitment to Cavalla International University with honorary degree in law. Next, Mr. President, I hereby present the following candidates for the honorary degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Humane Letters and Doctor of Laws. First, I present to you Honorable Wanda Keyes Heard, honorary degree in law, our commencement speaker. The Senator Cory McCray, honorary degree in law. Dr. Beatrice Bischof, honorary degree in law. Dr. Teame Embaye, honorary degree in humanities, and Mr. Otis Gardiner, honorary degree in humanities.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter and Board of Trustees as President of Cavalla International University, I hereby confer upon you Honorable Wanda Keyes Heard, Senator Cory McCray, and Dr. Beatrice Bischof, and an honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, LLD, and Dr. Teame Embaye, Dr. Otis Gardiner, an honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, LHD, given you by my authority and that of the whole university, full powers to do all things which pertain to the status of an honorary doctorate degree with the rights, privileges, responsibility, obligations, and immunities relevant thereto, both here and elsewhere. Congratulations. You may now go ahead with it. Razel?
Now, please join us in giving the spotlight to each of our degree honoraries for a brief message of celebration and thanks. First, we call on our Honorable Wanda Keyes Heard for their personal dedications and messages.
I just want to thank the President Williams, Dr. Johnson, and all the staff. But most importantly, I want to thank the graduates, the 2025 graduates, for having me here today and honoring me that I can too say that I am an alum of Cavalla National University. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, Honorable Keyes Heard. Up next, we now call on Senator Cory McCray for their personal dedications and messages.
Hello, everyone. Senator Cory McCray, in his absence, I will be accepting his award for him, his honorary degree in law. And I want to give a thank you to Cavalla International University for the Esteem Award for Senator Cory McCray. He has worked tirelessly in the community in Baltimore City and with politicians in Annapolis and across the state of Maryland. So I want to, on behalf of him, I just want to give honor to Cavalla Board of Trustees, staff, faculty, staff, and students for this Esteem Award for him. And I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Now we call upon our dear Dr. Beatrice Bischof also for their personal dedications and messages.
Yes, I want to say thank you to Cavalla International University, to Dr. Horatius Williams, and to all the other colleagues of mine. As member of the Board of Trustees and as a consultant in tech companies, I want to give you and the students my warmest congratulations. You did it, and you did a great job. You did it as an investment in your future, as a businesswoman it is an investment in your future that you finished your studies here. Andre Costolani, a very famous investment man of the 80s in my youth, said, "What is the best investment?" As asked, he said, "The investment in the education of your children." Now you get it. It's your first step you have to offer to an employer, but you have also to offer a share in your future company. So you really get it. You have a value now, a business value. You have, of course, a value as a human being, yeah. But as a business value, you got it. At Cavalla University, I love it for a special education approach, where the student is a cooperation partner. And this makes you self-responsible. And therefore, I choose Cavalla for my agri-entrepreneurship factor based on PETS, a foreign policy ecosystem for the use of Africa. They should be educated to be self-responsible entrepreneurs in agriculture. Being an agri-entrepreneurship professional from the perspective of PETS and the PETS, a foreign policy approach. Together, we invest in your future, the future of the youth. Technology and its education is the driver of development, but the human being should be at the steering wheel. If you're driving license, I wish you good luck in the race of life.
Thank you, Dr. Bischof. And now we call on Dr. Teame Embaye for their personal dedications and thanks.
I'm deeply honored by this recognition, and I extend my heartfelt thanks to Cavalla International University and its Board of Trustees for bestowing upon this distinguished title. This moment is not only a personal milestone, but also a tribute to the values and visions that have guided my work. The foundation I established was born out of the deep love of my people and the lasting memory of my late beloved father, Mr. Embaye. His legacy of compassion and integrity continues to inspire my commitment to be the service to the others and this foundation. Thank you once again for this extraordinary honor. I accept this degree with the utmost respect and renewed sense of purpose. Thanks again.
Lastly, we now call on Mr. Otis Gardiner, also their personal dedications and messages.
I would like to extend my thanks and appreciation to the President and the Board of Trustees of Cavalla International University for this honorary degree that has been bestowed upon me. It's a great honor to be called doctor, which is somewhat kind of surprising to me. I mean, for me to be recognized in the public. During my very early age, I mean, very youthful days, just living my things that were in my early 20s. During the Civil War in Liberia, I was involved in the rehabilitation program where we had a lot of physically disabled children who were affected by polio. And because of the Civil War, some of them needed to do surgeries and all in different medical attentions. Because of the Civil War, it was not possible in Liberia. And so being a very young man, I mean, people were so shocked at my age, I mean, to take on such a role. And I would leave Liberia and travel all the way more than 800 miles to Ghana, crossing international borders, 2 international borders, to take children for treatment. And whenever I arrive, because of my appearance, I'm small in stature and then very young at that time. And so people would look for somebody older whenever I went to meet them. It was so interesting. And then when they come across this young man, we would meet them and they'd be so surprised. And so they always call me the small man, which was so shocking. And even during the war, I mean, I had a lot of respect, even from the rebels who were so mischievous. I mean, they always had that respect for me to cross international borders with medical supplies and all of that. So, and I saw those values and seeing that it's not just maybe being academically good, like A student or so like that, but the values and things you have, the respect, I mean, things you demonstrate in life, people see those things and they try to recognize you And so I'm so glad for this honor. And this will help me to maybe kind of encourage younger people to see how best they could do what they believe in and help others who are in need. So I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much for this honor.
Thank you, Mr. Gardiner. Now, please stand by for the interlude and introductory videos and for the second part of the commencement program.
Cavalla International University is an American accelerated university registered in Louisiana with offices in Minnesota. The school has roots across the world with students and representatives working and learning in many different countries. CIU has existed since the early 1990s, initially operating as an independent research university. The primary focus of the university has always been to provide quality research education to all its students. In accomplishing that mission, the university has been relentless and innovative. Currently, CIU provides virtual, professor-led classes for students all over the world, providing a form of traditional education without walls.
Welcome to Cavalla International University, Open Enrollment. Programs offered for Berkeley College of Law, Bachelor of Laws, Juris Doctor, Executive Juris Doctor, Master of Laws, Master of Legal Studies and Doctor of Juridical Science. For our graduate school we offer master's and doctoral programs. Empowering the next generation through quality education, nurturing minds, shaping futures. Quality education but low in cost. Visit our website and contact us. Be part of our global community.
The president of the Cavalla International University will now say the oath.
I, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams, president of Cavalla International University, acting under the authority in me vested by the charter, and the board of trustees of Cavalla International University, do promise that I will faithfully execute the duty entrusted to me in the conferral of degrees in accordance with the charter, the constitution and bylaws, and the rules and regulations of the Cavalla International University.
The convening of the third virtual graduation ceremony will also be led by the president of the Cavalla International University, our Honorable Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the charter and the board of trustees of Cavalla International University, I hereby convene this third virtual graduation ceremony of Cavalla International University on this 27th day of June 2025.
The president of the Cavalla International University, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams, will now commence the conferral of degrees.
Dr. Village Johnson will now read a petition of several candidates for conferral of degrees of the university for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams, and members of the University Council, candidates of the Graduate School of Cavalla International University, who having satisfactorily fulfilled all the requirements and exercises prescribed by the university, hereby petition me and respectfully pray that they be presented by the heads of the respective colleges for admissions to relevant degrees in the university. Dean of Berkeley College of Law, Dr. Cyril Martinez.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Cyril Martinez II, Dean of the Berkeley College of Law. It is with great honor and privilege that I'll be conveying the following degrees to the following graduates: Christopher Kempson, Master of Laws, LLM, and Doctor of Juridical Science, SJD. Joel Gembrimlack, Doctor of Juridical Science, SJD. Capricio Skates, Juris Doctor, JD. Dr. Valencia Johnson, Bachelor of Laws, LLB. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Jennings. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter and the Board of Trustees, as President of Cavalla International University, I hereby conferred upon you, Christopher Kempson, the degree of Master of Laws and Doctor of Juridical Science, as indicated. Yoel Gabriel the degree of Doctor of Juridical Science, as indicated. Capricious Skett, the degree of Juris Doctor, as indicated. Vinegar Johnson, the degree of Bachelor of Laws, as indicated. Given all of you by my authority and that of the whole university, full powers to do all things which appertain to the status of their respective degrees with their right, privileges, responsibilities, obligations, and immunities relevant thereto, both here and elsewhere. Congratulations. You may now wear your hat.
Now we call on the Dean of our School of Graduate Studies, Dr. Valencia Johnson, to present the graduating candidates.
Thank you, Razel. Mr. President, the Honorable Horatius Jackie Williams, I present to you candidates of Graduate School of Cavalla International University. Gabriel Tanko Kwambi Atopo, to be admitted for the concurrent degree of MBA, Masters of Business Administration, and Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Administration. Wellington Newton, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Management and Administration. Raquel Williams, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Business Management and Administration with emphasis in Strategic Management. S. Monarchamo and Otero Mary Asabi, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Health. Ayinde Kinsley Chucks, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences with an emphasis in Clinical Pharmacology. Agumbe Alfred Baladi, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Healthcare Management. Euthalia Filgence and Muna Shino Adulana, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Agribusiness Management. Augustine Akuchawu and Ken Consolu, to be admitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Agribusiness Management.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter and the Board of Trustees, as President of Cavalla International University, I hereby conferred upon you, Gabriel Tenko Kwaminga Atopo, the concurrent degree of MBA, Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy, as indicated. Wellington Newton, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Management and Administration, as indicated. Raquel Williams, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, as indicated. S. Mina Tamo and Otero Mary Asabi, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Health, as indicated. Ayinde Kinsley Chooks, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Science, as indicated. Agoyi B. Afri Boladi, the Doctor of Philosophy in Healthcare Management, as indicated. Euthalia Filgence and Muna Cheso Udalanda, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Agribusiness Management, as indicated. Augustine Apuchukwa and Ken Ogusala, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Agribusiness, as indicated. Given all of you by my authority and that of the whole university, full powers to do all things which appertain to the status of your respective doctoral degrees with the rights, privileges, responsibilities, obligations, and immunities relevant thereto, both here and elsewhere. Congratulations. You may now wear your hood.
We give the stage again to our Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Dr. Valencia Johnson, to present the graduating candidates.
Mr. President, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams, I present to you candidate of the Graduate School of Cavalla International University, Cynthia Bryant, to be admitted to the degree of Master's in Educational Leadership and Management. Isaac Thomas, Ernest Babor, and Dr. Akechi Agubu to be admitted for the degree of Master of Business Administration.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter and the Board of Trustees, as President of Cavalla International University, I herewith conferred upon you, Cynthia Bryant, the degree of Master's in Educational Leadership as indicated. Isaac Thomas, Ernest Bobo, and Ikeji Agbagbo, the degree of Master of Business Administration as indicated. Giving all of you by my authority and that of the whole university full powers to do all things which appertain to the status of their respective master degree with their rights, privileges, responsibilities, obligations, and immunities relevant thereto, both here and elsewhere. Congratulations. You may now wear your hat.
We now call upon the Dean of our School of the Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Ikechi Agbugba, to now present the graduating candidates.
May I present the following students: Matthias Colley and Alexander Denise, Bachelor of Arts in Education. John Appleton, Bachelor of Business Administration. Meldin S. Camo, Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. President, sir. Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams, I present to you the following students for the award of Bachelor of Arts in Education for Matthias Colley and Alexander Denise, and for Bachelor, and for John Appleton, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering for Meldin S. Camo.
Thank you, Dr. Ikeji. By virtue of authority vested in me by the Charter and the Board of Trustees, as President of Cavalla International University, I hereby confer upon you, Matthias Colley and Alexander Denise, the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Education. John Appleton, the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, and Meldin S. Camo, the degree of Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. Giving you by my authority and that of the whole university full powers to do all things which appertain to the status of their respective degrees with the rights, privileges, responsibilities, obligations, and immunities relevant thereto, both here and elsewhere. Congratulations. Please have your family members vest with your school and culture. I hereby declare all of you graduates of Cavalla International University. Please give a big hand of applause to your parents, relatives, and friends in the audience and elsewhere for their support. Now, will parents, relatives, and friends in the audience and elsewhere please give our graduates a big hand of applause.
Congratulations, everyone. Now, please stand by for a special commencement message from Maryland State Senator Honorable Cory McCray.
Hey y'all, this is Cory McCray, your Maryland State Senator representing the 45th Legislative District, which entails Northeast and East Baltimore City. And I just wanted to drop by today and just say congratulations to each and every graduate from Cavalla International University. You did it. You did it. And let me say that I'm humbled, I'm honored to be able to stand before you today, to be able to share this moment with you at this time and be able to celebrate your victory. I do not do this lightly. And to the graduates, to the families, to the mothers, to the fathers, to the grandfathers, to the grandmothers, to the aunties, the uncles, lottie-dottie, and everybody, you all have helped them get across that finish line. So I say to all of the families of Cavalla International University, congratulations. You deserve it, but more importantly, you earned it. Today is a celebration. It's a celebration of belief. A belief in your dreams, a belief in your potential, a belief that no longer how long that road is, how high that mountain is, and if you stay the course, you will make it. You see, y'all, you have to believe it in order to achieve it. And this isn't just a theme, it's a way of life. And I know it personally. I started out as an electrical apprentice, no fancy titles, no shortcuts, just grit, long days, and a belief that I can create something that's better, a better life for myself and a better life for my city, a better life for the great state of Maryland. I didn't always see that finish line, y'all. But you know what I did? I believed. I believed in somehow that I could get there. I kept going exactly like you did to get across that finish line today. So whether you're graduating or graduating with a bachelor's, whether you're graduating with a master's, whether you're graduating with a law degree, another credential, this moment is proof that you believed and your belief was never misplaced. You put in the work, you sacrificed, you kept showing up. And today you are walking into that achievement that you see here at this moment. You see, y'all, if I can be very clear, this moment is not the end. This moment is just a launch pad in which we stand in front of. Now more than ever, our community needs a room full of thinkers, truth tellers, problem solvers, leaders with compassion, but leaders that don't just have compassion, Dr. Johnson, they also have to have conviction. And that's why I say congratulations. Congratulations to Cavalla's class of 2025. As you step into your next career, as you step into family, public service, entrepreneurship, or whatever it is that you lead up to at this moment, I tell you, and I beg of you to please keep believing. When the road gets hard, believe. When the doubt creeps in, believe. When the world tells you to settle, I tell you to believe even more. Your belief brought you here. Your belief will carry you forward. But more importantly, as you rise, the most important thing that we can do is reach back. Let's reach back. Let's build bridges. Let's not just build bridges, but let's also create spaces, a space where others have the opportunity to grow. That's how we change the game, y'all, not just for ourselves, but also for those future generations to come. So I say congratulations once again. Congratulations not just to the Cavalla graduates, but more importantly, I say everybody that helped you get across that finish line. Auntie, uncle, grandmother, grandfather, cousin, son, brother, sister. Congratulations, y'all. You did it.
And thank Senator McCray for that wonderful message.
Presenting our graduates class of 2025. CIU Berkeley College of Law. Christopher Kempson. Yoel Gibramlak. Capriccio Skates. Dr. Valencia Johnson. Doctoral degrees. Gabriel Tanko Kwamaga Takpol. Wellington Newton. Raquel Williams.
S-C Carmo. Otaro Mary Asabe. Ayati Kingsley Chucks. Ogunyabi Alfred Bolade. Euthalia Castle Filgins. Munikiso Okoronkwo Ajalana. Augustine Udu Okachukwu. Ken Gunsalu. Master's degree. Cynthia Bryant. Isaac Thomas. Ernest Forber. Dr. Aichi Agbagba. Bachelor's degree. Matthias Tully. Alexander D. Neese. John Udubo Appleton. And Meldon S. Carmo.
We will now officially proceed to the induction of graduates into the Cavalla International University Alumni Association, also known as the Cavalla Nation, to be led by our University President, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams.
You all have been admitted to the Cavalla International University Alumni Association, Cavalla Nation. Welcome. Thank you again. Congratulations.
Now, the Cavalla Oath and Pledge to the CIU Alumni Association will be conducted by a reputable member of our CIU Board of Trustees, Dr. Beatrice Bischof.
Dear graduates, may you please raise your right hand. We do hereby ask you to solemnly pledge your unbroken allegiance to your alma mater in appreciation for opportunities for development afforded you as a student at Cavalla International University, to pledge to always be an active member of the International Alumni Association of Cavalla International University, wherever you may be. Do your best to uphold the ideals, traditions, and cultural values of your alma mater. Exemplify the high ideals by rendering positive service to community, state, and nation. So, to live as ever, to bring honor and respect to alma mater. You are all hereby accepted to the international member of Cavalla International University. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Bischof. And now we call on our esteemed University President, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams, to once again take the stage for important university announcements and recognition of our honorable special guests.
Well, thank you, Razel, for the beautiful work and everybody here. We want to say thanks to our Board of Trustees, that are members of the trustees that are present. We want to say very heartfelt thanks to our Honorary Speaker, Dr. Heard. We thank you so much for being here, and all those present, our faculty members, Dr. Facon, Dr. E.B., Ikiji, and so many others that are here today. We may not be able to name all of our deans and vice presidents, administration, and staff. We thank you so much for everything. All of our faculty members, we say thank you. For announcement, we have on the road, we have open enrollment. There are Admission classes start in July 1st, so try to get in your application. Graduates, invite your relatives and others to enroll at CIU. We also are meeting people for the PEST program to come in and start up their certificate program. Thank you very much, all of you, for being here. We're very glad. Again, thanks to all of our faculty members, all of our trustees, and all of the relatives and friends that are here today to support you. We say thank you to them.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. And now, the dissolution of the CIU third virtual graduation ceremony to be concluded by the Cavalla International University President, Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams.
This convocation, having executed the purpose for which it was held, is now dissolved. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone.
And now we can hear some congratulatory videos.
Congratulations.
My dear graduates, 2025 came so fast. From the beginning, it did seem to be a long way ahead. 2 years, 3 years, some of you took 1 year, depending on your program. But you are here now, and I wanted to wish you well and congratulations, and give you a few parting words. You see, when you first started, it was a journey, it was difficult, but you have made it. You put in the time, the energy, the sweat, and you've been persistent, you are determined, resilient to finish your program. Even though for some of you, you didn't know how to start, you didn't know which direction you were going, how you would proceed. There were a lot of challenges up and down. Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? And Dr. Williams and Dr. Williams and Dr. Williams, and there were some issues. But together we went through them and you were successful, and today is here. You are graduating. How does that feel? I feel really happy for you that you are finishing. Of course, I feel sad that you're leaving because we're getting closer to each other. But I'm very happy that you are finishing a program. And I want to wish you well. I want to say congratulations. Wish you good journey, success as you go on. Keep that spirit of determination, resilient and persistent. And don't let anybody break you down. Again, your career, your limit. Keep pushing yourself. Do not limit yourself to anything. Do not develop self-doubt. Always push yourself. We give you the tool, research it, to be creative, innovative, and to apply all the knowledge to something else to be practical. We want you to do your best to keep promoting that idea, to make it part of you as you become CIU Nation, part of the community, the global community. You work hard very much to be here. Getting a doctoral degree, a law degree, a master's, or bachelor degree poses a lot of challenge. Some of you wanted to do this a long time ago, but you couldn't. Some of you traveled to different countries to do that, you couldn't, but you came back home and you found CIU, and we're able to help you through the process. CIU is a community-based university that wants to involve everybody and the student focus. Our faculty care very much about the success of our students, and so they help them out, show them how to do it. So instead of struggling to stay a very long time, 5 years in the program, 7 years in the program, we help our students. And you've seen that. You have benefited from such compassion from our instructor. And we want to say thank you to all of the professors that guided you along the way. Again, congratulations as you go on. Always give us the feedback, let us know how you're doing. The other professors, all of us like to know how you're doing. The university would like to know about your progress. Like we recently heard from Dr. Neda Maneda, and she was very happy. Her employers giving her a couple of promotions at her work. And they will often tell her, we are so happy to have you here. Another student graduating today, Capricia Scott, he wrote us a beautiful letter about how he felt about our program. You know, he said when he first started, it was hard, taking 3 courses in 12 weeks. In about 8 weeks, take 18 credits in 8 weeks. Boy, he had to burn the candle. Capricia, we give it to you. And all of the graduates, very, very good job you did. And it was nice to hear from you that all that hard work paid off when you got admitted to George Mason Graduate School of Law. that all you learn at CIU actually work for you. And that is what we expect of all of our students as they go on, the career, the practice and other things we taught them. We want them to be proud of what they learned and to use it to their advantage, but not only to their advantage, but also to help those that are the disadvantaged ones, those that are struggling, those that have some issues, financial issues or can't find a way around. Uplift them, do not be condescending, do not disrespect them, help them out. And that is the community we want to build. CIU Nation, help one another. Always be part of the Alumni Association. As we said, I would like to also say that the war is very tribalistic today with the social media. People are taking one side. You want to support one group and another group, and they go at each other, being condemnation, saying terrible things to each other. We want to encourage you not to do that. We want to encourage you to do your best. You are educated. Find the goodness in you and always continue to do that. Live by that aspiration that we give you here. Do your best, you can do that. Whether you study entrepreneur in your own business, or you're joining a firm, or being a consultant, or being a research person, consultant, whatever you choose to do, your career path. We give you the tool. The desire at CIU is not to give you everything, but to teach you how to do it. To uplift your spirit and make sure that you're successful. And you work hard, you stay up late, and you did it. With those candles you burned, well, electricity for some of you, you did well. We are very, very proud of you. We want to say congratulations. We wish you well on your journey. Please again, always give us feedback. We love your journey. We wish you well. This is Dr. Williams, the Chancellor, and again, congratulations.
Congratulations, Cavalla International Graduating Class of 2025. You done it. I am Dr. Valencia Johnson. I am the acting Provost, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dean of Graduate Studies, and Assistant to the President. And I want to congratulate you for all the hard work that you have done, all that you have sacrificed through your journey. And I am pleased to say that you have made it through this rigorous and challenging and ups and down journey. Again, what you have done is you completed part of your journey, but your next journey awaits. It could be in academics or it can be in your professional career. But one thing to keep in mind is that you are a Cavalla Nation graduate and alumni.
Hello again, this is Dr. B.K. Robertson, and I just want to extend my warmest congratulations, greetings to all of the CIU graduates. Again, congratulations, you made the right choice. Of course, you get the best education for your money. And again, congratulations. Enjoy. Bye now.
Hello, I'm Dr. Beatrice Bischof. I'm Board of the Trustees of Cavalla International University and consultant for tech companies in aerospace industry, as well as new space economy and artificial intelligence. Congratulations to all of you. You did it. You have done it. You get your graduation and you have done a big investment in your future. This is what my parents always taught to me. And also, a star at Wall Street of the 80s was known for his consultancy. He said, the best investment you can do is in the education of your children, because the children are your future. And now you did the first step. You have a value. You have created a value for a company that wants to employ you. As well, you have created value or a share for a company you want to create on your own. And you did it at the right place, Cavalla International University. Why? Because of its special educational approach. You are involved in the development of your education. This is very important because now you are responsible about this. You learn to be self-responsible on your own career, on your own education. And this is what the value of Cavalla International University is especially. This special combination makes me to choose Cavalla International University also for my approach of the agri-entrepreneurship factory. This is an educational system for the youth of Africa. There we are educated to be self-responsible entrepreneurs in agriculture. The principles of agri-entrepreneurship factory follows my approach of PETS, policy, economy, technology and society, which are the systems which belongs to the system of education. It means it is around the approach to agriculture also. It creates an ecosystem for sustainability. And this is my approach, and I think Cavalla is the best partner for it. Together we invest in your future, in the future of the youth, that every country needs, and every development is impossible without it. Every society needs its youth. Technology and its education is the driver of development, but the human being should be at the steering wheel. So therefore, again, congratulations, you received your driving license for the race of life and for the race of your future. And I wish you the very best.
Hello, class of 2025. What a powerful moment this is. On behalf of Cavalla International University, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You are a part of a global community, students from around the world, united by the belief that education should be accessible, flexible, and meaningful. Whatever your major is, you didn't just earn a degree. You made a commitment to growth, to excellence, and to your future. As a special advisor, I have seen the passion, persistence of our students. Many of you balanced studies with work and family, but you didn't give up. You showed up, and today you crossed this milestone stronger and ready for what's next. Graduation is not the end of the journey. It's the launch pad. You are stepping into a world that needs your voice, your skills, and your heart. So, go forward with confidence, lead with integrity, and never stop learning. From all of us at Cavalla International University, congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the difference you will make in the world. Stay connected and stay inspired. Thank you.
Cavalla Nation, how are you? I'm Dr. Capricio Scatz, Department Chair of the Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences Department. And on behalf of the entire department, and I mean the entire department, we want to congratulate you on your accomplishment. We love you, and we wish you continued success. Believe it and achieve it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone from this part of the world. I am Dr. Binaibi Ebitari, an agribusiness professor at Cavalla International University. I would like to use this medium to congratulate all our graduates in our convocation program slated for Friday, especially to our students, Dr. Austin and Dr. Muna. I say very big congratulations to you guys for your perseverance, for your hard work, and for your patience. I will also say thank you to you guys for flying the Cavalla banner high as doctors. Once again, I say big congratulations to you, and I wish you success in all your endeavors. Cheers and congratulations once more. Thank you.
This is Dr. Charles Yegrika. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Dr. Horatius Jackie Williams and all the faculty, management and students of Cavalla International University and Bachelor College of Law on the 2025 graduation. I also want to congratulate our students from Liberia campus. You have worked hard to get here, and we congratulate you for working so hard, and we hope that your efforts will be rewarded. Please come back, join the Alumni Association, and give back to the community that have given to you. Thank you so very much. Congratulations all.
Congratulations, graduates. Your hard work and determinations paid off. But this is just the beginning. Keep dreaming big, stay bold, and go make your mark on the world. We're so proud of you. Congratulations, Batch 2025.
Hey graduates, huge congratulations. You made it. All the hard work, all of the sacrifices, all the late nights, and even the last minute cramming that you have to go through brought you to this moment. And you should be seriously proud. Again, whatever comes next, take it on with confidence, and you've already proven that you can do anything. Again, congratulations.
To our Cavalla International University Batch 2025 graduates, I want to extend our warmest congratulations to all of you. I hope that you'll take the time to celebrate your achievements with your colleagues, friends, and family. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. All the best of luck. And remember that if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Congratulations.
To the incredible graduate of 2025, congratulations on reaching this milestone. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have brought you to this moment. I'd like to say that you are the remarkable legacy of CIU, a place that has or continue to shape leaders, innovators, and change makers. Your time at CIU has not only prepared you academically, but also installed in you the value and vision to impact the world for the better. As you step into this exciting chapter, please carry forward the knowledge, faith, and friendship you have gained at CIU. Wishing you all the best, and I would like to say that the world is lucky to have you. Muna, Italia, Ken, and everyone, I would like to say congratulations, all the best.
Congratulations to everybody. Thank you for attending the program. It's beautiful, beautiful to have you all. Thank you all the participants. Hey, Patty, you came through. Thank you so much for doing that. Good job.
No
worries. Very good job. Yeah,
yes, indeed.
Yeah,
you know, some of them could come off of mute. You can come off of mute and congratulate. Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger now. Everything is open. What's going on in Nigeria there? Nigeria, what are you doing there? See, Nigeria is having a party. Liberia, where's Liberia? CIU Liberia, what are you guys doing? Everybody can unmute if you want to.
Dr. Gracious, good evening.
Hey, Dr. Kempson, good job.